Hey, hope you're having a great day so far. Today is January 1st, 2021, and Happy New Year's, everyone. I hope you guys are having a great day and taking some time off the charts to relax. I most likely will again after these few posts that I'll be making. On this post, I'll be telling you about the overall crypto markets, which includes Bitcoin dominance and Bitcoin price action, and see how they could affect the overall altcoin markets before diving into Uniswap, UNIUSD, and see what exactly has changed since the last time we have spoken about Uniswap. I'll be telling you about the bullish and bearish case scenarios for today, as well as the short-term price prediction on this market, according to what I'm seeing on the charts. Before I begin today, if you guys are watching me on YouTube, do subscribe. If you guys are watching me on TradingView, do follow me, as I'll be keeping you updated on the latest crypto setups on my watch list, regardless if it's a good day or a bad day. If you guys do want to support me and don't already have a Webull brokerage account, you guys can use my referral link down below. They're still giving away 4 free stocks as of today upon a successful sign up and a qualifying deposit. And I will also receive a referral bonus if you guys sign up under me. Please also read my full disclaimer below. I am not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice. I'm purely sharing my own speculations, opinions on this market. I cannot tell you the future, and you should always do your own due diligence before trading or investing in this market, as it's extremely risky and volatile. If you guys have any questions or comments, please do only leave them in the comment section below, but I will get to them a lot faster that way. Now, see what exactly is going on in the markets first. I do like to take a look into Bitcoin dominance. Tells me where the money could be trending into, whether it be altcoins or Bitcoin. Currently, what I'm still focusing on here is still the hourly time frame, where I did mention there was a possible cup and handle pattern playing out. Now, the cup and handle pattern is a bullish pattern generally. So if this does actually play out, I would expect Bitcoin dominance continue trending upwards, which is not as great for trading altcoins as opposed to if Bitcoin dominance is trending downwards, okay? But also, if Bitcoin dominance actually trends upwards and Bitcoin price action pulls back, generally speaking, that is going to take quite a bit of the altcoins down with it. So trading altcoins, I would take that into consideration. Now, let's take a look into the larger time frames here on the Bitcoin dominance chart, where I do still see possible bearish divergence on the 4-hour time frame here, comparing this high with this high RSI reading here. So some type of pullback once Bitcoin dominance reaches about 72% or a little higher is still normal. Same thing on the 6-hour with this high RSI reading right here as well. So even though I do expect Bitcoin dominance cup and handle pattern to play out, I do still expect some type of pullback once it does get to about 72% or even a little higher on some of these smaller time frames. But Bitcoin dominance does have bearish divergence across quite a bit of time frames. However, it could be avoided here, it seems like, on the daily time frame. But on the 3-day time frame, as I've been mentioning for quite some time now, there is still bearish divergence. Let's see if this actually yields a 3-day red candle, because that could mean quite a bit of better trading opportunities for the altcoin markets in general. Now, let's take a look into Bitcoin price action chart and see what exactly is going on. Into Bitcoin price action chart, yesterday I did mention that there was an ascending triangle pattern. That was most apparent on the hourly time frame. If you guys do want to see my post yesterday and see how it's changed today, you guys can actually look back to my post yesterday. However, that ascending triangle pattern has been adjusted because the top trend line has been broken and the bottom trend line has been broken. So right now I am seeing a more of a rising wedge pattern instead. Let's see if Bitcoin price action can actually overcome this rising wedge pattern and actually break to the upside, or would it actually play to the downside, as the statistics of a rising wedge pattern would actually suggest, which is 60% chance of it breaking downwards. If Bitcoin price action actually breaks downwards, again, generally speaking, while Bitcoin dominance is trending upwards, it could take quite a bit of the altcoins down with it. So now let's take a look into Uniswap, UNIUSD, and see what exactly has gone on since the last time we have spoken. Let's take a look into the daily time frame, because that was basically my last recap here, where I did mention that there was a inverse head and shoulders pattern, or complex inverse head and shoulders pattern. This inverse head and shoulders pattern actually broke out earlier than expected because it did not form two shoulders like it did with the left side right here. So it did break out of this resistance of about $4, which is also a fib level right here, the 0.38 fib level, have actually broken above the 0.5 fib level right as well, which is about $4.65, and got rejected here about the 0.618 fib level. So quite a bit of movement in the past couple of days. Congratulations if you guys have taken any profits. I was not in Uniswap, so I hope you guys did at least. Now let's dive into the smaller time frames here. I do also want to note that from this move, it was slightly overbought in even just the daily time frame, so nothing too alarming here for me at least. This tells me that another possibility of a leg up could still be in the cards. On the 3-day, it's the RSI reading's not even in overbought territory, and neither is on the weekly time frame. So in terms of being overbought, I am not too concerned with. Let's look down into the smaller time frames to see what exactly is going on the hourly time frame. On the hourly time frame, I do see another possible inverse head and shoulders pattern that could be playing out, especially with this high reading of the RSI right here on this high, on this high on the price action chart. This tells me that if the price action on the hourly time frame actually reaches about this level or even slightly higher, I will still see bearish divergence on the RSI reading. That is my estimate here, and possibly signal a pullback down to either about this shoulder level right here that seems to be support, or even all the way down to about the next fib level, about 4.65. So let's see if that actually happens. But this right now actually looks like an inverse head and shoulders pattern to me. So it could take about a day or two to actually play out and possibly get another breakout here. If this is in fact an inverse head and shoulders pattern, I would see a possible target of, let's just say hypothetically, if this is, okay, so I will get a measure target here. Let's see what it is. Okay, so this is a little higher than I can read it right now. Let's zoom out a little bit more. I will get a measure target of a little under $6 if this actually plays out. So let's keep an eye on this chart right here and see where it actually leads us. But I do have an estimate that this is going to be an inverse head and shoulders pattern. I will revisit this post at a later date, maybe sometime next week, and see if I'm right or wrong. You guys let me know what you think. Now that is basically my very short evaluation of the markets right now, since it has just made a pretty significant move on the higher time frames here. And I'm just really digging into the smaller time frames and see what the price action is doing. So this is what I think. Let's take a look into the bullish and bearish case scenarios for Uniswap today. Bullish case scenario, very clear. If the price action actually does form an inverse head and shoulders pattern and possibly break out of this resistance right here, I would say the resistance here is going to be about, right now I'm seeing about $5.28, a little under that, but the fib level right here is about $5.30. So it's pretty in range in terms of the resistance zone. So this is what I'm looking for in terms of the bullish case scenario. If the price action here actually breaks above this resistance zone and actually go towards its measured targets. Measured targets may or may not be reached. It's only theory. So the target, like I said, is going to be about $5.90. Okay. So that's what I'm looking at as a measured target. May or may not be reached. Now, the bearish case scenario here, I do see that the price action is right above the hourly 50 simple moving average. If the price action actually invalidates this inverse head and shoulders pattern, I would be a little bit more worried. This tells me if the price action actually comes back down to retest the $4.65 level, I would be a little more careful. But if the price action actually breaks below this $4.65 fib level, the next level of support I'll be looking at right now would be the 4-hour 21 simple moving average, which is about $4.40. It is fast approaching though, so maybe if the price action actually consolidates here within a little while, the 4-hour 21 simple moving average will actually come up here to serve as support and possibly a catalyst for a breakout of this inverse head and shoulders pattern. Some things I do want to point out though is that we do have a pretty high RSI reading from the last high that was made here. So bearish divergence could signal a pullback at some point if the next move higher is not significant enough. So I'll be looking out for these on the hourly, 4-hour, 6-hour. And even the 12-hour time frame, even if it actually looks like the price action has broken above this inverse head and shoulders pattern, or this estimated inverse head and shoulders pattern, this is what I'm still looking for, the bearish divergence on these smaller time frames from the hourly time frame up to the 12-hour. So these are my bullish and bearish case scenarios for today for Uniswap, UNIUSD. Let me know if you guys found it helpful. Give me a thumbs up if you guys did. Let me know agreements, disagreements, feedback. I would love to hear them. Hope you guys manage your risk carefully. And if you would like to see any more of my most recently uploaded videos on YouTube, you guys can check out my links up here on YouTube. See you next time.